What's going on YouTube? And you are witnesses to my very first Wi-Fi match on X and Y. A really fun match too. One of those power struggles, trying to figure out a way to get in and do damage with your Pokemon. And he has a very threatening team. Two of the premiers from last generation make a debut in this X and Y 6th gen battle, and then you have two of the hugest threats in 6th gen on his team. Just overall amazing. And then you got to think about Sableye, the most annoying Pokemon on the planet. Freaking Will-O-Wisp, Priority Will-O-Wisp, Taunt, and all that stuff is annoying. Then Charizard, you just don't know what he's going to do. Y, X, who's he going to be? So I really got to figure a way to get rid of this Talonflame, because Talonflame can really destroy my Charizard sweep if I was able to get him set up and try to sweep through his team. So he's going to lead off with his Sableye. I'm going to lead off with my Smeargle. Of course, I'm going to go straight for the Magic Coat because I do have it, and there's no reason not to use it if I have it. And I'm going to, bounce back that taunt. So now I'm going to force him out because he has nothing but status moves and no attacking moves. And even if he did, it'd probably be like Foul Play or probably Nightshade. A lot of times it's Nightshade. So, but I'm going to get up my Stealth Rock because I have to get it up. I could have easily went for a Magic Coat, bounce back his Stealth Rock just to keep it off the field. But then there'd have been really no point. I probably should have did that, honestly, and then went for Sticky Web, predicting him to go for the Power Whip. But he ends up going for Spikes now, and I'm going to go for Magic Coat. I'm just going to keep doing it. He's going to switch up his moves and go for the Power Whip to knock me down to my Slash. Not a bad play. And look at the animation for that Power Whip, though. I know you guys have seen it, but it's just, Power Whip looks so devastating, like so deadly, like my goodness. So I'm gonna bounce back another layer of Spikes. I guess he expected me to switch moves or something. I really thought about switching moves. I figured that he'd probably switch out, and since he knocked me down to my Stash, but then again, I do have a Sticky Web out, so I'll probably be faster than anything, and I can just go for the Spore and sleep it. So good idea for him to stay in. So now I'm gonna bring in Garchomp, trying to force in either a Azumarill, Gliscor, or Charizard, and I'm going to switch out into Starmie. He stays in and goes for Spike, and I was like, wow. So I knew a Power Whip would kill me, but I'm just going to try to get these hazards off the field ASAP. And he brings in Sableye, and I completely forgot this man was even existing on his team. I completely forgot because I think I was still in shock and awe of just the fact that I was playing. I think that's it. Yeah, I was just shocked that I was actually playing right now. Well, he ended up going for the Confuse Ray. I'm going to hit myself with Confusion, of course. So that really sucks now because it's going to be harder to take this thing out. And he's just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp to get the residual damage. And now he's going to sit there and basically recover stall me while I hit myself with Confusion and, slowly die to burn. So I'm going to hit through the Confusion, hit him with the Hydro Pump, and do a smooth 65 damage, 65%. And that is just enough to where he can't sit here and recover stall me on the off chance that I actually hit all my Hydro Pumps. And I'm going to snap out Confusion, hit Hydro Pump number 2, and I'm thinking this may be the day. Now, the one thing about this Starmie is that it does have max PP and Hydro Pump. I made sure I did that. I had like 7 PPs, and when I was leveling it up, I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So I gave it 8, so he can't basically PP stall me. And so at the end of the day, if I was able to hit this one, I would have had 5 left. And I'm thinking, okay, that's cool because I can knock it down, and then by my last hit, he should be in like yellow, red, something like that. Instead, I miss. Let's go ahead and take a moment to gather that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and switch moves now because he can't touch me. I know he doesn't want to take any more damage than he needs to, so he's gonna switch into Ferrothorn, and I'm just gonna go for the Ice Beam. I don't have a reason not to. This probably was his best play. I mean, I'm saying he could have went to like Azumarill and whatever, blah blah blah, but then that would have been retarded because he doesn't want Azumarill taking unnecessary damage. So I'm gonna bring in Sylveon, go for the substitute to kind of scout and see what he does have, just so I can play around it. And he ends up showing me the Thunder Wave, which is really cool. I don't know why you want Thunder Wave as Sylveon, I guess for Azumarill, but at the end of the day, I don't know. But I'm gonna get up Calm Mind. He's gonna set up a Nail Layer Spikes, which was, I felt kind of odd. I thought he would actually try to break my sub then switch out. Oh, my ear hurts. I don't know. I just didn't think he would actually go for another Layer Spikes because it's not like it's really. I'm not saying it's not beneficial, but I just felt like breaking my sub would have been the better play because in that way, Azumarill wouldn't have had to die needlessly. I'm really going too far ahead. But now he's gonna bring in the Sableye. And I'm just gonna go for Shadow Ball, switch up moves, and now I'm gonna go for Moonblast. I know he's gonna go for Taunt. There's nothing else he can really do, and really Sableye is just Death Bar at this point. He could recover and do all that, but there's really no point because at the end of the day, I do have the Moonblast, and it's times. Isn't it times 4 effective? I think it is. I think Ghost is weak to. No, I don't think Ghost is weak to Fairy. I know Dark is. I don't know, but Sableye's gonna go down, and it really sucks now because my spinner's gone, so I can't spin away his hazards. Now here's the play I was talking about earlier when I jumped too far ahead. He brings in a Azumarill, and he's gonna bring him in to break my sub. And it was like I was saying before, like if he just had broke my sub with, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I probably would have. I don't think I would have subbed up again though. Maybe just fishing for a miss, but either way it goes, I guess he could have just attempted to break my sub and then kind of played from there, you know. And then I'm pretty sure Power Whip wasn't gonna miss, so he could have just kept Power Whipping, Power Whipping, Power Whipping, and gone for there. But you know, it is what it is. And I was hoping that he wasn't the Muscle Band set that I've been seeing a lot of people running. Some people are running Muscle Band in 4 attacks, and it actually works really well. So I'm able to kill off the Azumarill, and that's really good for me. So now he's gonna bring in his Talonflame. He's gonna go for the priority Brave Bird, and I die. I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna live this, and even though I didn't have anything that wanted to take it, but I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure he's the bulkiest Pokemon I have in defense. He should be able to at least live with like a few hit. No, he doesn't. He dies. So here's where all the redoing and rehatching for at least perfect IVs pays off. I bring in Garchomp knowing that the combination of Rough Skin and Brave Bird Recoil will kill him, but I live with 2 hit points, guys. At one point, I had this Garchomp. He had only perfect IVs and an HP, attack, and speed, and I got defense, and I just, as you can see, it pays off in my benefit. I live with 2 hit points. Well, he's gonna bring in his Gliscor knowing he can tank any hit that, especially an Outrage, a Choice Band at Outrage, and take it not really well. I did a lot of damage. I did a lot more than I thought I would do, and kills him off with the Earthquake. So I'm gonna bring in my Trevenant now because it's the only thing that I have that can really combat this Gliscor. And I'm just gonna go straight for the Wood Hammer. I could bring in Charizard and hope, you know, I can Mega Evolve and do all that, blah blah blah. But then, you know, I don't know. I could have done it. I just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't really come to me. I just felt like with Gliscor, it was too much risk play. I just feel like I could just stick in, staying with Trevenant and kind of whittle him down, possibly knock him out eventually, and kind of do that. So I'm just gonna keep going for the Wood Hammers. The Wood Hammers, the Wood Hammers, and I figured that eventually he'll switch moves, but it's probably not going to be right now. But he makes a very, very good play, and you're going to see it here pretty soon. I'm going to switch up moves, and I'm going to go for the rest. He goes for the Toxic. I was like, wow, that was gutsy, because I'm not exactly sure what you were trying to do, or what you expected me to do. I'm pretty sure you expected me to like switch moves, or probably go for like, I don't know what you expected me, maybe Willow, I don't know, but maybe you expected him to switch and go for Will-O-Wisp, and switch into Ferrothorn and get burned, and blah blah blah, but that was gutsy, and I feel like it was kind of unnecessary in my opinion. Or maybe he was expecting me to switch into Charizard. I don't know. I mean, I think that's probably what he was expecting, because I don't see why you would want to Toxic me. I don't know. But I'm gonna go and I'm just getting tired of this little stall war. I'm just gonna bring Charizard to try to go for the kill shot, because I just want to go ahead and end this battle. He goes for the protect, and I predicted that. So now I'm gonna go for Dragon Dance, predicting him to go for the Earthquake, predicting me to Mega Evolve. But I guess he doesn't know, just like me, what Mega I want to Mega Evolve into. So he goes for the Toxic, which is a huge problem, and I'm going to now Mega Evolve just so I can get the boost with my Tough Claws on my Dragon Claw and knock it out, on the premise he's not going to protect, predicting me to go for Dragon Dance, predicting him to go for Protect. It pays off. It pays dividends. That's one wall out the way, and now I can continue to go on a clean sweep. He brings in Ferrothorn, hoping I don't have anything that won't touch him. Wait, did I say that right? We'll have nothing but moves that will touch him. Unfortunately for him, I do pack the Earthquake. For whatever reason, I think I'm ready for Pokebank already, and he's going to bring in his Charizard, and of course, you know what that means. That is a good game, especially because he will be losing. He'll be stripped, raped of 50% of his health on the switch in. He's just going to Mega Evolve just for the effects, whatever. But that is a really good game. Serial Guy, I don't know who you are, but if you see this, let me know, and I will see you guys later when I can get